Hi again then guys, and welcome to another Forza Horizon 3 speed build, this time for one of my personal favourite exotics in the game, the next level up from what I have always considered to be the best supercar ever made, the Pagani Zonda F. This though is the Cinque version, the evolution if you will of the Zonda F platform, seen here as you can see in Zonda F livery. If incidentally you like this colour scheme, you can get it on my storefront, but as far as the tune, which funnily enough is also on my storefront, this is an extremely good performance car, not just for the obvious thing that it's quick in a straight line, that goes without saying, but also because with its underpinnings of design that are so closely based on, in particular, Group C racing prototypes, the Sauber C9 and Sauber C11 in particular, the Zonda has a very race car for the road kind of feel to it, and that allows the handling to be fantastic on this car. Now, as you can see, I have converted it to all-wheel drive. Some people might not want that. Of course, that's down to personal preference. Again, obviously, I'd recommend the twin turbo. Upgrade the car as much as you can in terms of power. Lower the weight as much as you can. I've left the rims stock, so of course you could change those if you want to. And for the rest, you know the drill. Install everything on the car that has racing or race in the title. Tyres, gearbox, brakes, everything. Now, as far as the tuning side of things, which is of course the way to get more of the potential out of the vehicle, the benchmark is very good. 1.9 to 60, 3.8 to 100, and just over 271 flat out. That's pretty rapid, to say the least. Now, as far as the gearbox, I would recommend a final drive of 2.74 on this particular vehicle. Then individual gears of 2.9, 1.99, 1.48, 1.17, 0.95 and 0.77. Then for the alignment we've got neutral, camber and toe with 4 degrees of caster, anti-roll on 38 and 31, springs on 169 and 234. I've opted to have the ride height on 8.3 and 8.2. That keeps the benchmark nice and low, but at the same time means that it's not too slammed at the back in comparison to the front. That's kind of the only thing that I don't like as much about the Zonda F and the Cinque, that they have the nose riding a little bit higher than the back end. I personally don't like that look. As far as the dampers, we've got those on 13, 17, 6 and 7. Aero, of course, you want as low as possible on the back, and as far as the diff, 100% on acceleration, 0 on decel, but that's, for me personally, of course for different people, try out different settings by all means, and for this particular car, a 70% split in favour of that back end, which incidentally is not quite as tail happy as we might usually have. On a supercar, usually I'd have 75 or even 80 or sometimes higher. For this one though, that's pretty much perfect, at least, again, for my driving style. So as I said, you can get both the car and the livery, or not the car, the tune, and the livery on the storefront. You can find keywords for that down in the description to find it pretty easily. But for now, let's actually see what it can do on the road. Now, overall, if you don't own the Zonda Cinque, I would definitely recommend saving up the cash for it. It's far superior to the Huayra in terms of all-round ability. I would say it's superior to the Huayra BC as well. I know a lot of people love that car, but to me it just doesn't even come close. The Zonda is a perfect all-round supercar in stock form anyway, as far as I'm concerned, and in tune form it can pretty handily beat many of the other cars in the game. It's not the best necessarily always for lap times, but it's pretty close. It's a car which can definitely give plenty of other hypercars, supercars, whatever, a fantastic run for their money, no matter how good they are. Even the best of them, like the EB110, won't necessarily leave this car in the dust. It's so quick. So, if you do decide to use this car, which incidentally can even bump beyond the benchmark up to 272, as you can see, and I have no doubt it could go even higher if you tweak it a little bit more, get a little bit of draft, that kind of stuff, I hope you have a lot of fun with it. And of course, if you enjoyed this tune, there are plenty more to check out on the channel. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.